During my 11th and 12th, I was enrolled in an online coaching for JEE, and I tried to cover all the topics myself, but I didn't really get the result I was expecting. Since I was based in an ICC-based school, I was introduced to coding in 8th class. I got to know students here crack different programs like Google Summer of Code, Linux Foundation, Mentorship, Bitcoin and stuff. So that got me really interesting, and that's how I joined Polaris. Hi everyone, I'm Jyotharth Panda. I'm from Odisha and I'm a first year computer science student from Polaris Club Technology, and I have currently cracked the Linux Foundation Mentorship and Summer of Bitcoin. 10th was not really much interesting, but during our since I was based in an ICC based school, I was introduced to coding in 8th class. I really developed interest in coding during my 10th, 8th, and after that I took PCM thinking I will also be able to study coding there. During my 11th and 12th, I was enrolled in an online coaching for JEE, and I tried to cover all the topics myself, but I didn't really get the result I was expecting. So Polaris, first of all, I got to know about those new age colleges. I got to know about their curriculums, totally different, which were focused on subjects that are not really of much value. And these new age colleges have such curriculum. In the 4 years, you only have to do coding. So that was my first interest. I got to know the students here crack different programs like Google Summer of Code, Linux Foundation, Mentorship, and Bitcoin and stuff. So that got me really interested. And also there are a lot of events that happen here, different CTOs, CEOs come here, the guide students. So the admission process was not much difficult. It was I gave a PAT exam, police admission test, and secured a marks which is above the cutoff, and then I had a talk with my counselor, and then I just got into Polaris. The first day when I came to Polaris, I was really happy to see the campus, and it was really cool. I was really excited to see the stuff like the gaming zone, robotics area, and I really thought that I was in a different place rather than the traditional colleges. So in the first year, we didn't just learn coding subjects. We also built a lot of projects through hackathons and OJT, on-job trainings, and different events. So also, if I talk about the subjects, we learned about front-end development, back-end development, fundamentals of machine learning and mathematics. That was our first year syllabus. And of course, the open source syllabus. We were introduced to open source even before joining to Polaris. We had our pre-engineering sessions online, where we had a mentor assigned to us, and he would teach us about open source and stuff, and the entire process, how to contribute, how to write a good proposal and stuff like that. We were being aware of the process, and before even joining Polaris. That's really nice because I have my friends, I talk with them, and they didn't really know about open source even in the 4th year. So that's really nice about Polaris. So if I talk about my journey, I initially I had a plan to crack all of the three, LFS, GSOM, and Summer Bitcoin. Even I prepared for all of the three. I was working since November, and for all of the three, and I was only able to crack two, LFX and SOB. I was not able to crack Google Summer Code. If I talk about this mentorship programs, so LFX is basically a 12-week mentorship program where you get to work on a real-world project, and you also get to be guided by an experienced mentor. And upon successful completion of this project, you will receive a stipend, something ranging from 2,70,000 rupees to 6 lakhs as well. About Summer Bitcoin, it's a bit different from LFX and GSOP. For Summer Bitcoin, first of all, we have a application round where we have to submit an application to be enrolled in this program. And if you get selected in the application round, then you have to survive a 3 weeks coding challenge where each week people get eliminated. And if you also manage to survive those 3 week challenges, then you will be upgraded to the proposal round. In the 1 month of proposal round, what happens is you need to choose projects which you would like to work, and then you contribute in those 1 month to the project, and then you write a proposal for the project, and after then you submit those proposals, and if the mentor likes your proposal, you will get selected for Summer of Bitcoin. So for LFX, the organizations that I choose was Kaiwanno. It's basically a Kubernetes native policy engine and a CNCF graduated project, and I was working on it since November. And My basically the process was I used to contribute nearly every week to the project. I used to submit PRs, issues to the project every week, and I used to regularly attend the community meetings. And I really had a good connection with the mentors, and I really had their trust. So that's what that was my entire process since November. And I guess open source is something about consistency. Like you really have to show consistency every day, every week. Like you have to submit issues or PRs, or you have to join the meetings. So if you do this like with consistency, uh, there are a lot of chances you will get into Halifax. So if I talk about summer Bitcoin, so as I say, it's a bit competitive. Like according to the statistics which is mentioned in the website, like since the last 5 years, nearly 40, there are 45,000 registered applicants, and out of them, only 275 got selected. So I guess the selection ratio is quite a bit less. The competition is high. I guess the first thing is I was able to manage all of the things because it started quite bit earlier, like in the November. For LFX, like I would say, because I was really working hard since November. I was expecting I would got selected, but again we also had the thought that maybe I won't. So when the mail dropped down, I was really happy. For summer Bitcoin, I really didn't expect I will get selected because since the selection ratio is very less and it's like very competitive. They select upon a lot of criteria, so I didn't expect to get selected. My parents were really happy and of course proud for me because like since 10th it was my first achievement which I did like in here my college. Like I didn't really have any achievement before this, so yeah, they're very proud of. If I had to give tips for open source, the first tip would be like choose some tech stack which you can learn over these months like consistently and be focused in that. Do not stumble upon a lot of things together. Let me focus on one tech stack. And about, I would say, like it would be great if you could start contributing since like a lot before the program, so your chances of selections are also much higher. And also attending the community meetings regularly every week and having a good connection with the mentors, asking them doubts about which you don't know or you want to ask them, and building trust with the mentors is really important. There are also a lot of people which work really hard but due to bad proposal they didn't get selected, so writing a good proposal is very important.